Morning, mathematicians. Today we're moving on to our third lesson. I want to remind you that mathematicians will use the place value chart to record and name tens and ones within a two-digit number up to 100. So we're going to be using a place value chart. We're going to be going from tens and ones, right? And we're going to be doing it up to 100. So we have just explored the number 47, and using the high zero card, we can say that we have a 40 and a 7. 40 plus 7 gives us 47. We can also represent it using the tens and ones chart. So we have 4 tens, 7 ones. Or using the base block, so we have 4 tens as well and 7 ones. Now you're going to follow the video to complete the lesson.
Place value. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the pictures. All right, and from that picture we're going to fill in the tens and the ones. And what we can, and they're giving us some scaffolding here, so we kind of know that the answer is 52. All right. So ideally what you're going to have to do is help your students understand that they don't need to count the individual, in this case, they don't need to count those individual pencils, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Although if they did, they would get 10. What we're going to have to help our students understand is we're kind of following some rules that if there's a clump, that's going to be a clump of 10 or a group of 10. So we have a group of 10, a group of 10, another group of 10, another group of 10, and another group of 10. So the idea would be we have 5 groups of 10 and we have 2 groups of 1, because there's a 1 and there's a 1. And that gives us the number 52. So we have 5 tens, 2 ones. All right. So we're looking at it over here in pictorial form. We're looking over here in the place value chart, 5 tens and 2 ones. We're also seeing it kind of in the unit form over here. Let's take a look at number 2. So we've got these groups. We don't need to zoom in and count. We know that if they're a group, it means there's 10 of them. So we can say, okay, well, there's a group of 10. Oops, there we go. There's a group of 10. There's a 10. There's a 10. There's a 10. There's a 10. There, and there. So how many 10s do we have? We have 9 10s. And if we counted the individual ones, how many individuals do we have? We have 8 ones. So what do we have? Well, we have the number 98, which is 9 tens and 8 ones. One last example, they're just removing some of the scaffolding as we move down the page. So we have groups of 10. How many groups of 10 do we have? Well, we have 6 groups of 10. So we have 6 tens. And then how many ones do we have? So we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 ones. So how many carrots do we have altogether? We have 67. So we want our students to be able to skip count by tens, right? We want them to be able to say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Or if we have 6 tens, we want the students to be able to say, hey, we have 60 carrots, right? So 6 tens and 7 ones, so that's 67 carrots. And by the way, if you have students struggling, help students see that 67 can be thought of as 60 plus 7. In fact, where do we see the 60? We see the 60 right here. And where do we see the 7? We see the 7 right there. So we're just kind of removing the scaffolding. Now we don't have any pictures at all. Now we're just going from numbers into the place value chart, and then from the place value chart into the number. So if we have the number 70, well, that means we have 7 tens and no ones. If we have the number 76, what do we have? We have 7 tens and 6 ones. Now, remind your students, what does that mean? 76. Well, that means you have 70 plus 6, if you wanted to. This part is purely optional. That's just adding to the understanding. Now, here, 4 tens and 9 ones. What does that mean? Well, that means, quickly, means we have 49. But parents and teachers, if you want, help your students understand that this 4 means we have 40, and this 9 means we have 9. So we have 40 plus 9. And the last one is 94.